Hey everyone. Okay, I'd just like to say, Jake Paul is a decent fucking human being.
Said no one ever.
And definitely not his neighbors. Come on. You know what we're talking about today. Let's just get into it. All of you know the gist. Well, at least that's what I'm hoping. Vine ended months ago, and most of the Viners that from there came here to YouTube to make content. In my opinion, some of it's good, and some of it is
Little fucking garbage.
your boy Jake Paul. He's been getting to a little bit of controversy with his neighbors in his neighborhood, and it's to the point where he's on his local news station. I'm gonna watch that feed and I'm gonna give my opinion and my criticisms to Jake Paul, and basically tell what he's doing wrong. It's pretty fucking ridiculous, honestly.
Tonight, residents in a West Hollywood neighborhood are angry. They say they've had enough of the chaos created by a social media star known for his crazy antics. That man, Jake Paul, has 8.5 million followers on YouTube.
His neighbors, though, say that he's been filming dangerous stunts and he's putting people in danger. Chris Wolf is live in West Hollywood tonight with a story you will see only here on 5. Chris?
That's right, Rick and MB. He is a social media megastar. His name is Jake Paul. We should note he has been a guest on the KTLA 5 morning show, but tonight we visited his West Hollywood neighborhood because of complaints from neighbors. This is a story you will see only on 5. Social media and internet sensation Jake Paul thrills his fans with wild stunts and antics. The 20-year-old Disney actor is a pop culture powerhouse with 8.5 million followers on Instagram and YouTube. He rents a large house in an upscale West Hollywood neighborhood, and this tight-knit community has become the new setting for many of his pranks and performances.
The neighbors hate me, but I'm still gonna flip and send it.
He apparently makes his address no secret, and that piece of information draws an endless stream of fans, mostly young girls the day we visited, and their parents to the property.
Most big YouTubers would prefer to keep their personal life and their personal address private, which is completely understandable. If everyone knew the address of, say, PewDiePie, who, keep in mind, has 50 million subscribers, crowds of people would be coming to his house like every day, alright? And keep in mind, PewDiePie lives in a neighborhood, so, you know, a lot of the neighbors around them would also be pretty inconvenienced, alright? Jake Paul himself has posted his own address on Google as a business location. I kid you not. Go on Google, search Team 10 House, and you'll find his house location right there. Alright? Now, this wouldn't be a problem if Jake Paul literally had like an actual business location for people to meet him. But it is because he lives in a neighborhood with people that could actually be affected by the hordes of people coming to his house to meet him. How fucking dull in the brain are you?
He's funny. Savage.
Is that seriously how we describe people in this day and age? The word fucking savage? Alright? Yeah, I know that guy. He's fucking savage. God, I wanna die.
Savage?
Yeah.
A recent stunt involved tossing furniture into an empty pool and setting the pile on fire. Neighbors say flames eventually grew higher than the house, and as the pit was burning and smoking, they were fuming.
I don't really mind the fire, but if it's going, like, above your house, yeah, I think that's when you should put it out, alright? Like, you gotta be careful with that kind of stuff, you know? If you're gonna be doing stunts like that, you gotta be careful with the people around you, you know? And Jake Paul doesn't realize that. He doesn't really want to acknowledge that. You know, he just does what he wants, because he's famous, right? It's like he's got so many subscribers on YouTube, and all that fame is going into his head. Alright, now he's got this big, gargantuous ego that makes him think that he can do pretty much anything he wants. He's still an adult, and he's still 20 years old, but he doesn't want to act his age. That's the problem here.
We used to be a really nice, quiet street, and now we're just this, like, war zone. We're families here, and we're more than happy to have them live here if they're respectful of their neighbors, but they're not.
But as neighbors living with this every day, we're fed up.
Look at him.
Shortly after we arrived, look who came out to greet us. Jake, Channel 5.
Yeah, they're not subscribed. They're not subscribed.
Are we live?
Hablamos español también.
Oh, está bien. Te amo mucho.
What?
Jake, I wouldn't do that.
Look at
I wouldn't crawl up there.
Why?
Okay.
Of course, you gotta love how Jake, immediately when he figures out that he's on a local news station, the first thing he does, he climbs up top their van. Like, I remember when I said Jake Paul doesn't act his age. I'm not even sure if a child would do that, honestly.
Wouldn't do that. A lot of the neighbors are complaining. They're very upset.
No, why?
You know what you did. Don't act fucking surprised, cunt.
Why? They say that you've created a living hell out here. That it's like a circus.
Yeah, it is.
All the fans.
I mean, but
the
people like
stunts,
going to
the-
circuses, right?
Someone is describing their living conditions as a living hell because of you, because of your actions, and because of your behavior. And just because you live there, that's a problem, and you need to fix it. Alright, don't go, oh fuck 'em, who cares, dab on the fucking haters. I want to die because of that statement. The fact that that statement exists makes me genuinely want to take a Glock and put it in my mouth. Anyways, if there is a problem that you are causing within the neighborhood, you do something about it. I am very aware that Jake Paul has apologized, but the only reason he apologized is that a lot of attention has been brought to his actions and his irresponsibility. You're supposed to do something right away. Plus, his apology, a little problem with that. We'll get to that later, but there's a slight problem with that.
What do you say to the neighbors, though, that are upset? And they're really upset.
No, I honestly.
Can't beat 'em, join 'em.
No, I'm honestly, yeah, it's terrible. It's a bad situation. No, I feel bad for them, for sure. There's nothing we could do, though. The Jake Paulers are the strongest army out there.
Disgusting!
I have one question for you.
Yeah?
What are those?
Wow, Jake. Great use of a fucking year-old meme. Honestly, I haven't seen that meme since like mid 2016. All right, great fucking use.
I guess he didn't like my shoes, but I don't think they're so bad. Neighbors I spoke with tell me next week they're going to have a special meeting with city leaders and police and code enforcement officials and so forth. Depending on what happens there, they will decide whether to file a class action public nuisance lawsuit against Jake Paul and the homeowner. We'll keep you posted. Live in West Hollywood, Chris Wolf, KTLA 5 News.
All right, Wolfie, we thank you for that.
As I said before, Jake Paul has apologized for the things that he's done, but not in the right way. So what he did is that he went to apologize, all right? But he had someone record a conversation secretly. And, I mean secretly as in the people he was apologizing to, they didn't know that they were being recorded. Now that is a serious offense in LA, California, where he lives, alright? There are strict laws against recording people and eavesdropping on people.
In fact, if Jake's neighbors decide to convict him and press charges for him eavesdropping, he could face either a fine of $2,500 or up to 1 year in prison.
Like, honestly, I don't know why he didn't just ask for them to record it. Like, honestly, if it were me, I would have just asked to record it. Alright? I don't want to show the footage because I feel that would be a little bit disrespectful towards the neighbors that were being recorded. Alright, the footage is being passed around everywhere. I don't think they would want more of them being on the internet. Alright? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put up some pictures as I've just talked about them. And, yeah. Alright? Something else I want to talk about is, something happened with the Team 10 bus. Alright? While they were driving, they crashed in the road. Alright, they crashed. And, Jake Paul, in one of his vlogs, actually said that one of his neighbors may have went over to his van and unscrewed the tires.
One of the neighbors yesterday, or 2 nights ago, sorry, one of the neighbors comes over and unscrews the screws in the tire to our Team 10 van.
That's actually criminal.
The neighbors tried to kill us, bro. They take the nuts out. Max and the Martinez twins are driving down the road and the highway. All of a sudden they hear a noise. They're like, what is this? They get outside. The nuts are off of the tire. So they start driving slow on the highway. Literally the whole entire tire falls off. And they, like, the bus lopsides, they go flying into the middle of the traffic on the 101. The whole highway stops. Super dangerous situation. And our neighbors are the ones that did this.
This is fucking serious, man. Alright, that's attempted murder. Like, straight up murder. Alright, this isn't some joke anymore. This isn't a vlog. This isn't a story or a fictional story. This is fucking real. Alright? So for you to go out there and say, oh yeah, these people tried to kill me, you don't kid around with that. Alright? Like, I joke about suicide a ton. Alright? I joke about a ton of serious things. But, like, I don't go around saying, oh yeah, this guy tried to kill me. You know, if you're sure that someone attempted to kill you, alright, the first thing you do, you go to the police. I know a lot of YouTubers have said this when talking about this, but when you're sure that someone has attempted to murder you, you don't make a vlog about it. The first thing you do is you call 911.
Last thing I'd like to talk about is what happened between Jake Paul and Post Malone. If you don't know, Post Malone is one of those big time rappers that you can hear on the radio. You know his song, Congratulations. You know, not particularly a big fan. Alright, one of the main reasons I know who he is because he's associated with H3H3. And, you know, he's one of my most favorite YouTubers. Alright, so what happened is that Post Malone doesn't really like Jake's song, It's Everyday Bro. Alright, he and Ethan from H3H3 tend to make fun of it. Alright, they talked about it on Ethan's podcast. And basically, he posted on Twitter that he bought a bunch of shirts, you know, saying, oh, sorry, heel recliners. You know, obviously a joke, right? You can tell, right? Because, you know, we all know that he's not a Jake Pauler. What Jake Paul does is he literally goes to the site. Alright, he uses a site called Fanjoy to sell his merch. He goes to the owners of the site and gets Post Malone's address and delivers everything personally. Now, if you don't think that's an invasion of privacy, then I don't think you know what an invasion of privacy is. Alright? And it wasn't just, oh, he went to his house. He had someone in the car vlogging everything. They even had his house. Alright? And remember, this is a big time celebrity. And they were just vlogging. And, you know, they knocked on his door. They're like, hey, you know, they even asked, oh, can I vlog? Can I vlog you? The thing was, Post Malone said, yeah, sure, you can vlog. But he's like, but what he didn't know is that he was already being vlogged. His entire house was being vlogged. Now, the whole world knows that what Post Malone's house looks like. Alright, do you know how scummy this is? It's like, whenever you want to go to someone's house, I think at least you want to let them know first. Like, if you was going to go to Post Malone's house, I mean, you'd at least want to let him know. At least. In my opinion, you should have. Alright? Alright, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for enjoying it. If you can click the like button, that would be greatly appreciated. It is possible for this video to have a part 2, but that depends on if more stuff comes out on Jake Paul. And I'll see you in the next video.